Hey guys, back with me for another quick rune guide, this time for Sion. So guys, I've been playing Sion a bit recently, mainly because I unlocked him a while ago and thought I'll give him a go. Obviously, as you know, I play a lot of the tanks. You can see in my previous videos, I always pick your tanks to tell you these guides. Sion's a bit different to my other tanks. Most of them tend to use Grasp of the Undying or Aftershock. Now, even though he is a melee champ, Sion tends to keep you at range. Your Q is that extended knock-up. You've then got a shield which explodes if it doesn't take damage. And on your E, you've got that minion knockback as well. Or whatever, if it hits a champion directly, then it lowers their armor. So because you're going to keep them at range and those abilities all give us slow, other than the shield, we're going to use Arcane Comet. Because there's no point in taking Grasp, because you're not really going in for that melee. You are using your abilities, you are keeping them at bay and knocking back. Really good for farming, because it means you can keep them out of the way. Because we are a mana user, we're going to take the mana flow band. There's nothing else really on this level that's worth using. The ultimate hat for Sion is he's a brilliant engage. It's quite hard to control at long distance. It's very good for an escape and very good for getting back to lane. But the cooldown on it isn't too high anyway that you're going to need to use the ultimate hat. And a nullifying orb, I don't really see it being needed. I really don't. It's more of a mid laner's use than anything. And to be honest, if you're playing mid and you're a mana user, you're probably still going to take the mana flow band. So we're going to take Clarity as our third down the line. So Clarity here, you gain 3% increased movement speed. Your bonus movement speed is converted to attack damage or ability power, adaptive at rate of 4.8% AD or 8% ability power. This here works really well for you being able to get back into the lane, being able to get down river, get into make sure you're there for your team fights. The CDR, you're not going to need it. Like I say, his cooldowns are relatively quick. There's not been a point really where I've been in a fight and going, oh, I need it. There's no like watching you tick down. And for absolute focus while above 70% health, there's a possibility there that could be used. Like I say, because you're keeping people at range. But I'd rather take the movement speed for me. I've not really given absolute focus a chance, but no, I'd definitely rather take the movement speed. Makes more sense for me. So Scorch here on your final line, just because he is a tank at the end of the day, he's not there to do massive amounts of damage. He's there for CC. He's there to stand at the front line. He's there for engagement. So Gathering Storm is pretty pointless. It's too weak early on, and by the time you get to late game, you are supposed to just tank everything up, get that CC. You're not there to do the damage, so it's not worth using. Water Walking, yeah, gain a bit of extra movement speed, but only while in river, so it's very situational. Whereas Scorch is very much all round, and it helps you in that laning phase. So obviously you're not doing a lot of damage early on because you are still a tank, you're not there to do damage. But Scorch allows you to kind of bully them back a little bit. So you can get your knock up, you can use your abilities, and then get in an auto attack. Get that little bit of extra damage to try and push them out of lane a bit quicker. That making you able to farm better, and maybe push the lane a bit better and control your lane better. So second, he is obviously a tank, so we will take Resolve. So conditioning for me it's the base tank line that you're going to take. You're always going to take conditioning on a tank. For me, I don't get why people are taking these unless they are trying to push the very, very early game. I've seen people take Iron Skin on Sion quite a lot. But personally, the game is always going to last over 10 minutes. Make sure you survive 10 minutes. That's all you need to do. Make sure you can farm, make sure you survive 10 minutes. And then this conditioning definitely outweighs these two. So usually I'd tell you to take Demolish on a tank champion for that split pushing, but he is too slow really to split push solo. If they've got a lot of CC in their team, it's going to be difficult. However, you also do quite a bit more damage than a standard tank, like with your auto attacks. I think it's about 50 damage that Yasuo does low level to a tower. Sion is relatively similar, but his attack speed is much, much lower, and obviously he doesn't have that crit, you don't build the crit. Because he has high health, I'm going to tell you to take Second Wind, get that extra 4% heal of your missing health over 6 seconds when taking damage from an enemy champion. Really simple setup, guys. This is also the same setup I'd advise you for Malphite. However, I probably will do another video on that just in case for you. But for me, here you go, guys. This is my guide for Sion. Hope it's helpful for you. If you like what I do, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe. Cheers for your support, guys. See you again.